Urs Koenig is a keynote speaker with an unusual name and a memorable message. A message that offers tangible, no-nonsense leadership takeaway, inspiring good leaders to become great.
As a leader, you're always on stage. The show is always on. Your people are observing every single move of yours, and you better watch how you show up in the moments you don't think you're being observed.
Urs Koenig is a business leader, a sought-after executive coach, a UN military peacekeeper, and a highly acclaimed ultra-endurance competitor in some of the most grueling races on the planet. Whether healing war zones as a peacekeeper, or crossing or failing to cross hard-fought finish lines, Urs Koenig's lessons in extreme leadership will empower your team to answer the question, what should we do differently on Monday? When Urs suffered a near-death experience while competing in the race across America, he learned how to come back from loss and embrace failure as a key to success.
My biggest and most difficult failure, though, is this one. What does that mean? Yeah. No athlete ever wants to see these 3 letters next to your name. Did not finish. I'm not the most gifted athlete, but I know I have one thing, which is grit. I really don't give up. I just don't. And I had to concede. I did not finish the race across America. It was diagnosed as HAPE, high altitude pulmonary edema. That's the stuff people die on Everest, right? So my oxygen saturation, when you go to the doctor for the physical, they put that thing on your finger, and what's the normal value? 99 at sea level. I was at 44%. I was that close to dying. I was that close. So instead of finishing the race across America, like I was dreaming and planning on for more than a year, for years, I was being helicoptered, choppered to Albuquerque into ICU, where I spent another couple of days, and then another couple of days in hospital, and then a long drive back to Seattle. More medical complications on the way. I felt devastated. I felt like such a failure. What did I learn from this failure? And maybe there's a lesson or two for all of us to learn here. The first one is we need to give the emotions of loss, pain and suffering the time and space they require. The armed forces, we call it after-action review. That's the analytical part. Going back with a ruthless eye and examining, what did I mess up? What did go wrong? And then finally, and that is such a cliche, I know, but doing it again. Like bouncing back and doing it again. It sounds like such a cliche, failure is good, it builds resilience and strength and self-knowledge. It's a cliche, but it's also true. The fact that I have been okay going through this, it took me 2 years to get over this. 2 years, I'm not speaking physically, like up here and down here. The fact that I've been okay going through a hard loss like that actually proves that I can do it again if I need to. What do people often do when they get hurt in relationships? They don't commit anymore because they're really concerned about being hurt. I am deeply convinced if we want to achieve something special for us, whatever that might be, for me it was riding across the country. For you it might be to land the dream job, to change to that industry. If you want to achieve that, you have to go all in, and make it personal. Thank you.
Let Urs Koenig make a lasting impact on your audiences.